Hey guys, Eater here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on the best custom tactics to use on FIFA 16 Ultimate Team. Now, custom tactics are used by very few people, and I've only actually started using them in the past week or so after I did see Nepenthes using them on stream. But his custom tactics weren't actually the best. I have found some of the best custom tactics you can use to win more games. I've really been experimenting with these, and they really have helped me over the last couple of days that I've been playing Ultimate Team. I've been able to win a lot more games by using these custom tactics. They do work very, very well, and they really do make your team play exactly how you want. You can really customize your team, custom tactics. You're sort of going to be able to customize your team, obviously, but it really does help you just make the team play how you want. So starting off, we've got the build-up play. Now, I recommend putting your speed to around about 75 to 80. I'm going to go with around about 75. That's my normal sort of one that I go with. Now, it all depends if you do like playing a lot of short passes, a lot of build-up play that's quite fast, just lots of pinged passes together, some 1-2s, then playing over the top, for example, or picking a through ball. High speed is really, really important, and also having quite high speed is also very good if you want to play counter-attacking football, for example, just because you can ping it about very, very easily and quickly, and just generally you can create a lot of chances very easily. You can set it a bit lower or leave it around 50 if you like, just passing the ball about very slowly, keeping possession. If you're sort of a 70 to 80% possession sort of player, if you do keep a lot of possession but just do very, very sort of short passes and don't really do much with the possession until you do get into the final third, you can set it a bit lower. Now, the passing, I like doing a lot of passing. I want my players to get into position to do passes, so I want to put it to around about 60, just upping it by a bit, just so it does make it a little bit easier when it does come to passing. Now, for the position, you've got organised and free roam. I just leave it on organised. You very rarely do want to use free roam. The only kind of position, formations it does work with is the 4-1-2-1-2, especially the second variation, just because you've got a lot of midfielders. You've got the CDM who you can set to stay back whilst attacking with his player instructions, and then the other players you're just going to have a lot of options to pass to, but other than that, just leave it on organised. Moving into chance creation, you can pretty much change these depending how you want to play. Personally, I only bring passing up to around about 60, but if you do like crossing it a lot, you can bring passing down a bit. You can put crossing up to, let's say, 60, and that is going to make your players get into better positions to receive crosses or to cross the ball. I like to just leave that where it is, which is 40. Now, passing is probably the most important one here. If just you're a normal sort of player, you don't really cross it all the time, you don't really have a set play style, you just want to leave it how it is like this, but passing can be moved up a little bit just depending how much you do pass the ball. And finally, shooting. If you do like shooting a lot from range, taking long shots and stuff, not many people really do, you can bring the shooting up, but I don't really recommend that. Now, positioning, leave it for organised unless you are using the 4-1-2-1-2, especially the second variation. Put that to free roam, it does work a lot better. I think Nepenthes uses the free roam one, and that is actually where I actually use that from. So shout out to Nepenthes. I actually tried that out, and it does make a really big difference when you are using formations like the 4-1-2-1-2, which is my favourite formation this year. 4-1-2-1-2, second variation. If you are actually looking for a formation to win you games, if you're really struggling, try that out. I actually used to really like the 4-2-3-1 second variation. That is now probably my second favourite formation. And yeah, I really, really do like using the new formation which I'm using, which is the 4-1-2-1-2 second variation. That's a formation a lot of pro players use, and yeah, that is the reason that I am using it. Now, this is the main one you do want to change when it comes to the defensive custom tactics. These really do mess up how your team plays if you leave them like this, and you want to do this before every single game on Ultimate Team. You can't have a set custom tactic. You have to change this quickly before the game begins, so you can either pause it in the middle of the game. You want to make sure that you select the custom tactic. You go to the team management section, then go all the way to the end to tactics. Then you want to select the custom tactic. You want to make sure that you press A to select it, then press X, and that will allow you to edit it like this. Now, pressure is 65. That's going to mean your players are going to be diving in, and your players are just going to sit a lot higher up the pitch, and you're going to be able to get counter-attack very easily. So what I do is bring it all the way down to 30. So it's on 65, bring it down to 30. That's going to mean that your defense are going to sit back a lot. They're going to stay in position. They're not going to dive in. They're not going to push up too much, and you are going to vastly reduce the amount that you do get counter-attacked. Now aggression, this basically affects how the players dive in and how they make interceptions. Now I like leaving it just on 50. If I bring it too low, then players don't dive in to make interceptions, and if I bring it up too high, then they dive in and get taken out of the game. But if you do like playing a very aggressive sort of play style, maybe on ultra attacking or all out attack, playing with high pressure and team pressing, you definitely want to use a high aggression style of play so that you can really push your opponents and get the ball off them. Team width, I like to leave just as 50 because for your team width, that's generally picked by your formation. If you do go with, for example, a 4-1-2-1-2, first variation, you're going to have wingers, and if you bring it any smaller, so if you bring it down from 50, it's just going to become basically a 4-1-2-1-2. Second variation, so there's no point really changing it here. You can make your team really wide if you like crossing, but I recommend just leaving it on 50. Now, one that you definitely want to change is swapping your defender line from offside trap to cover. Now, cover is just sort of what a defender would normally do. They'll just stay behind the ball, they'll try and get in between the ball and the goal, and they'll try and intercept the ball and get it away from the strikers. But if it is set to offside trap, they're going to be moving up the pitch when the ball is passed over the top of them. That can leave you in a lot of 3-on-1s, 2-on-1s, and even like 4 or 5-on-1s if you are on the attacking sort of play style in game. And also if you're defending a corner, anything like that, you can get counter-attacked on very, very easily if you do use the offside trap. I don't really know anyone who uses the offside trap effectively on FIFA 16. If you do, tell me in the comments down below. But yeah, I just leave it on cover, and that's going to make your defenders act a lot better in game. So these are my custom tactics I'd use on FIFA 16. They have vastly improved my style of play and just made me win a lot more games. The speed, having that a lot higher, means I can create attacks a lot faster, and I can really just build from the back very quickly. A lot of short 1-2s, I get through on goal very easily. I boost my passing a bit as well because I do like passing. Then for the chance creation stats, I just leave those as they are. You can change them depending if you like shooting, if you like crossing, or if you like passing more, but I just leave them how they are. And finally, for the defense, you want to bring your pressure down from 65 to 30. Leave your aggression how it is, unless you are a very aggressive sort of pressing sort of player. And finally, leave the team width how it is. And the last thing you do want to do is switch the defensive line from offside trap to cover. That's going to make your players stay back in position very well. They're not going to be caught out on the counter attack, and generally you are going to be able to defend a lot of chances a lot easier. Now, what you do want to do is, I'll just go back from here and I'll show you quickly how you actually do get the custom tactics in the game. So Ultimate Team, you don't have a set custom tactic you can pick in each game. You have to actually set it at the beginning of the game. So when you are in this section here, I'm currently in an offline match just to show this to you guys, but in an online match you want to go to team management. Then what you want to do is go from roles to instructions and finally to tactics. That's at the very end. Now go to custom tactics, press A to select it, then press X, and now obviously you can edit it around here. If you do want me to do a video on the best player instructions for different formations, I'll be able to do that. Just tell me in the comments down below. But anyway, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, smash the likes. Pause the video right now if you do want to see my custom instructions and tactics. Write them down somewhere so you can remember them, so you can do this really quickly. You do only have like 30 seconds to get all of them done in the middle of a game, so make sure that you do memorize them, memorize the right ones. The most important one is bring your pressure down, put the defensive line to cover, or else you are going to be caught out a lot on the counter attack. But anyway, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Smash the likes, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.